the Knight Rider. That's his name. Remember him when you look up at the night sky. I'm Charles Renton with the retro review of Mad Max from 1979, written and directed by George Miller, who did the follow-up Mad Max movies. Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. Well, what a rush! The Road Warriors. I miss them to this very day. My favorite tag team of all time in professional wrestling. Also, he did Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. We can get Beyond Thunderdome because we got beyond that because then he went to the Witches of Eastwick. He went to Babe Pig in the City and Happy Feet. That's right. The guy that started with the Mad Max franchise all the way back in 1979, he did Happy Feet, a movie about dancing penguins. Also, he did Mad Max Fury Road and the upcoming Furiosa, a Mad Max saga with the gorgeous Anya Taylor-Joy. I can't wait for that, but unfortunately, my time machine is in the repair shop currently. It's very, very costly to get the flux capacitor working and all the bells and whistles and everything. So why not revisit these movies? But he wasn't the only writer because there was an original story done by Byron Candy, who unfortunately passed away at age 33. Check out IMDb and you can find out how he passed away. It's very tragic. Also written by James McCausland. His only writing credit. Okay, that's fine, but George Miller, this is pretty much his influence. And it does star Mel Gibson, who plays Max in a movie called Mad Max. Well, that's kind of fitting given how Mel Gibson went off the fucking deep end, becoming, let's just say, a bit of a naughty individual, shall we say, and somebody that kind of got banned from polite society in Hollywood, and deservedly so for being hateful. That being said, we didn't know that back then because he would do these, and he would do Lethal Weapon, he would do Ransom, Give Me Back My Capri Sun. It's also had Joan Samuel, who played Jessie. Jessie's girl, oh my god! He wished he had Jessie's girl, and he got Jessie! So Jessie was gay is the way I'm making it sound, but nevertheless, Rick Springfield didn't know that. So he also had Hugh Case Byrne, who played Toe Cutter, the insane, perm-having individual that ran, and led this motorcycle gang in a post-apocalyptic Australia. You also had Jim Goose, who was played by Steve Bisley, and you had actually Tim Burns probably playing the funniest character out of the whole goddamn thing. He played Johnny the Boy. And you had other people. You had other recognizable actors in this, including a super annoying kid. God, that little shit was annoying and wouldn't shut up. Got what he deserved in the end. Nevertheless, yeah, this movie's going to contain spoilers because it's been out for 40 fucking years. Well, 45 fucking years this year. But it did have a $300,000 budget. Most of the extras are apparently paid in beer, according to IMDb, and that would be just about $1.3 million in today's money. So we're going about 4 times here. $8.7 million gross. I'd call that a bit of an absolute success. $37.4 million in today's money. So Mel Gibson is part of the, main force police, trying to basically keep the peace in post-apocalyptic Australia, where things seem to be okay until a vicious motorcycle gang shows up and wreaks havoc. And by wreaks havoc, I mean they act weird. They act like they're on drugs, probably because a lot of people were. It was in 1979. And it's supposed to be taking place a few years from now. Honestly, probably not that far off, given what we're going to have at some point. But before the revolution comes, let's talk about the rest of this. There were cool car chase scenes, and really this movie's kind of light on plot. It does end up, taking a revenge route. When Max has had it with the fact that this gang basically worships the Knight Rider, Toe Cutter's leader. And I will say that Hugh actually does a pretty good job as Toe Cutter, but also the editing in this movie is, at times, is pretty cool in the chase scenes, and other times, people are just kind of bouncing around. Also, Jessie is like the worst mother in the fucking world, because she abandons that kid at one point at the worst time. And there are decisions made by characters where, yes, it's supposed to, involve a few dumb decisions leading to the plot going over here. But god damn it, you pick your spots when you do this shit. So, yeah, we basically get a little bit of setup between Goose, or, Jim Goose and Max. They're trying to maintain the peace. Goose has a bit of a hothead, or is a bit of a hothead, that is. And, yeah, the chase scenes are actually pretty well done, all things considered. There's a very pretty redhead that is in a couple scenes in the beginning, in that opening chase scene. And Max is like, we probably should do something about this gang, but I'd rather just be with my significant other. And Goose and Max, it sounds like an episode of Emergency. It just sounds like you should get Rampart involved in this. That is a deep cut for television fans. Pretty certain nobody gets that. And Toe Cutter's insane. Everybody's insane. We see some shot of a souped up car, the last of the VH. You could say that Max ends up using a little bit later to seek his vengeance. And then we get Olivia Newton-John, This Is Not, doing a song rendition. I don't know who the fuck that was, but yeah, it was certainly a choice. Tim Burns actually was kind of delightful in this because he was caught at one point, left, and then to teach or to maybe to get, to get more people, in the line of sight of the gang. They just do this weird shit because the gangs are just all nuts. And Goose basically decides, well, I'm just going to go and patrol. And then he crashes. And then he crashes a truck again. Because somebody gets in his way and Goose dies. Because Max is pissed. That's it. I'm done. I'm leaving, bald individual. I'm getting out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. This giant bald individual. Just giant man. Huge even. So, that's about, I don't know, halfway through the goddamn movie at this point. And are there plot points that are skipped over? Sure. But this movie's also a bit light on plot and more just about the action and characters making dumb decisions. So, he takes off with Jess and the son. They go to this, they go to this, tire shop. They're going to get this tire repaired. And knowing that there's this vicious gang around that's just roaming. Even if they're hundreds of kilometers away, they could still get there. Jesse decides, hey, I'm going to take the son for ice cream. Oh, look, here's the gang. Oh, let me escape. Oh, this guy's hand is hanging off the back of our goddamn station wagon that we have. Now, mind you, that stuff happens. Keep that in mind. She's panicked and is like, Max, get in the car. Forget the other tire. We got to go. And then, Toe Cutter and everybody is like, where did they go? Oh, they went here, so they go to a farm. Max and Jess and Jesse and the stupid kid. Stupid little shit. That kid was so fucking annoying. I don't know why he bothered me so much, but he just did. So anyway, yeah, the hand was hanging off the hook. Okay. Then, all this, keep in mind, she just had this happen. Her son was in danger. Max wasn't around to protect her. She managed to escape by the skin of her teats. I think that's how that saying goes. The hand's there. All this stuff's going on. All these factors. And then she decides in this new location, hey, there's this old lady that was upset that somebody was eyeing her lemon drink for some reason. No, I kid, but the happening just popped in my head. Hey, go up. Oh, May says, hey, if you see this guy, Benno, don't worry. He's harmless. He's just a baby, meaning he's a simple-minded individual that will probably try to assault you. She might as well have said that. She goes seemingly half a mile away to this goddamn beach while this vicious motorcycle gang had just attacked her and her son, endangering them. And she goes off and just leaves her son. Now, yeah, Max is there. But still. Anyway, there's a dog there. Dog dies off screen. It just mother of the fucking year here. You idiot. You deserve to die. So yeah, leaves the kid, by the way. The kid gets kidnapped, or held hostage, rather, by this gang that just shows up. May has a gun. She just shoots one round and then shoots another round on the road a little bit later. And then they try to escape in this car. May gets out, shoots the gun while the bikes are going by. She doesn't hit any of them because apparently she's a terrible shot. And Jess and the kid are running on the road and then they get run over. Oh, the little shit dies. Well, at least Max's seed can't go any further. Look, I'm just saying about the character. I actually don't know if the kid or the person that played the kid is actually still alive. Max seeks revenge, gets that souped up V8 car, says, I'm going for revenge. And he runs a few of them off the road. Actually, some pretty good stunts here. A couple guys end up going over the railing of the bridge. One guy, a bike is skidding and hits him in the back of the head. I mean, that must have been a goddamn concussion, even with a helmet. And everybody basically ends up dying. The last one to die is Tim Burns. And he handcuffs his ankle or cuffs his ankle to a goddamn truck. And mind you, had he just killed Burns, this probably could have all been prevented. So he ends up basically, saying, okay, this gas is running. You can either kill yourself, or you can either cut your ankle off and be free, or you're going to die. It'll take you 10 minutes to cut through the chain. It'll take you 5 minutes to cut through your ankle. And you can limp back to civilization, or hop back. Well, he blows up. Seemingly. I got to rewatch the upcoming ones or whatever. But yeah, the whole point is Max decided to seek vengeance and all that. And now I'm not crumbling up my notes because I hated the goddamn movie. Quite the opposite. But the movie has its moments, but it also features some monumentally dumb decisions that I just couldn't overlook. Like, that mother is terrible. Max is not very good at being aware of his surroundings and just letting a stupid significant other go off. Hey, at least he doesn't have to worry about, his, soon-to-be wife and kids or whatever. That being said, on to Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior in a bit. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.